Hello, my name is Gary Prescott. I'm known as the Biking Birder, and this is another in the series of interviews that I did when I was in Rwanda last year in Musanze with the wonderful people who work for the RUGEZI Ornithology Centre. Now we're going to meet the chosen one, Ian. Okay, let's see what Ian has to say. Tickle my feathers, see you later. Or even tickle your own feathers. Give it a go.
Okay, thank you. My name is Gadi Nuhisemo. Many people know me as Ian.
Why?
That name is from secondary school. I have a friend there. Then when we're about to separate, one going to another school, so we switched the names. So I take his name Ian. Then he took mine as the kind of friendship. So it's like the remembrance from him. That's where my nickname Ian is derived from. So I'm a bird guide and wildlife guide in Rwanda. I love birds since I was young, back in 2013. We had our mentor, he's called Fidel, Emmanuel. He used to see us a child in the village, and he didn't want us to go around in the village, so he used to take us to accompany him for bird watching as he was in research. So that time we feel proud to be holding binoculars on our chest. We feel that it's sexy, so that whoever
you feel that it's
like a sexy.
Sexy?
To be holding binocular. So when you meet a person, what's that you have? It's a binocular. Please, can you give me to see through the binocular? And yeah, take. And because we used to see that in the American movies with the soldiers, so from that time we get passion from feeling like to be holding binocular on your chest, but feeling passion and connected to the nature. From that time, I started picking binocular and the guidebook. I didn't know how to use the guidebook, and then I go to the field, I see the bird, but I don't know which one. Then I sit like an hour looking for, from the first page to the last page, to see which kind of bird I've seen. From that time, it grew up till now. I'm deep love with nature and bird especially. So from that time I thought I want to be a guide. From that time I say it's like thereafter I started tourism. I said that I went in my things. So that's how I get connected to the nature. I love birds. You know that now I can say that it's more than 10 years doing birding. I did it first, not for getting money as passion, and now I'm getting money from birding.
Hey. We get some money, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, we get some from birding.
So, Planet Birdsong, has that been important for you?
Yeah. First I met Hillary in 2018.
Hillary McBean?
Yeah, Hillary McBean. Then he showed us about the planet bird songs in 2019. We visited different places, showing us how it will be working as a game. But later on, they started this kind of planet bird song for recording birds, increase the knowledge of the people about bird recordings and bird songs. He trained more than 200 young people.
How many?
More than 200 people.
Gosh, wow.
About bird recordings, and from that is where many young generation get passion about studying birds. So now the future of Rwanda about birding and bird conservation is thriving. So that we are happy that our future in birding is not in risk. You know that most of the time when the community is committed and the future for conservation has hope. So you know that when those 200 people went to different places because they they did when they're in the clubs from their schools, from the communities. So when the people are at school, they are from a different place in the regions. So when they are ending their studies, they go in different regions. And when they take what they learned in their villages, we know that the message spread to the huge number of people, so that what started as a niche in a small group, it go big globally. So we hope that the people are running now, and as I told you before, in RUGEZI Ornithology Center, I'm in charge of citizen science. You know what we do in citizen science? We teach people, and the people we teach, they teach others, so that the message can go to the many people as possible. For the birders, whether working or probably birder, you are encouraged to come in Rwanda. Rwanda is a haven for the bird watchers. From the wetland on the savannah to those rainforests. Based on your passion, you will find your loved ones. As we told you, Rwanda it's located in Albertine Rift region. So for around the endemics, 40 Albertine Rift endemics.
How
Rwanda,
many endemics?
40 bird species, Albertine Rift endemics.
Gosh.
So Rwanda, we have more than 25 among them. So you need to see those kind of endemic we have. Whether for Albertine Rift endemic or Victoria endemic, we have all those kind of birds. From the wetland to the mountains, you can see what you want. Imagine in the country with not more than 25,000 kilometers square, finding more than 700 species. It's very amazing. Where you can go to a place and spot more than 50 bird species at one place. It's amazing, whether in town or in the village. So Rwanda, I can say it's a quiet haven, and you can spend for more than 20 days birding without boring. You know that for birding, it's a game. So why don't you come to participate in this game? Rwanda is ground for birders, so I not come to play around. You should come, take your time, as I told you, from the savannah to the forest, from the lakes to the mountain, swamp, everywhere we are, from the town to the rural areas. The best in Rwanda, all people, they have hospitality. They greet you, they receive you with their beautiful smiles. So you can come not only learning about bird, but learning about our culture.
Yeah.
You have a lot to explore. So I encourage you to come.
The happiest, most friendly, most wonderful people I have ever met in any country in the world.
Yeah.
The security is incredible. The infrastructure is improving, and it has been so easy for me to get around Rwanda.
Yes.
And if an old man like me on a bicycle can get around Rwanda, anybody can.
Yeah.
The variety of accommodation is perfect to fit every budget, and you just cannot get past how wonderful the people are.
Yeah, and what you see most of the people on the social media, when they are asking about the travel question, they ask about, is it safe for night travel? Is it safe for solo travel? In Rwanda, it's safe whether you're using public transport, whether you're using biking, whether you're using your own vehicle, whether walking. Rwanda is safe for everyone. And anytime, no one will ask you to bribe. Like when you are traveling during the night, in some countries they say it's not safe, but Rwanda is safe 24 hours.
24 hours, 24/7,
Yeah,
it's safe.
24/7.
Whether I've been in Kigali, whether I've been in Musanze,
Yeah.
it has been phenomenally, incredibly safe. Just wonderful, wonderful people. And I must learn more Kinyarwanda because it's either French or it's English. Good morning, bonjour, moharo.
Even in Swahili, jambo.
Jambo, jambo. Hey,
Yeah.
that's a good one. So thank you for telling us about your wonderful country, and anybody out there, if you want to go to an amazing birding location, 700 bird species in a small country is just phenomenal. And with the habitats, the ecosystems, the biomes, you have such a diverse biodiversity, really worth visiting. Ian, last word from you.
My last word from me. We know that most of the time, as the youth, we are future of the world. Imagine living in the world without birds. In Rwanda, we have the Rwanda community. We have what we call Rwanda of Birders. The Rwanda of Birders, it's like the community for the youth who like birds in Rwanda, where all the bird watching clubs in Rwanda are met, because we have a different representative in different regions. We have a slogan say that birds don't have a voice, but you can talk for them. We can be their voice. So imagine, as a young person, you pass on the bird nest, you destroy it. You are destroying the future generation for them.
Yeah.
You can imagine what the job birds do for us without paying them. Only what we need to give them, it's space for living, without destroying their habitat, without using some chemicals, because when they don't get food, they don't get shelter, they won't thrive. So what we need, let's be their voice. Then we thrive. For the future of them, it's the future of ours. We can't live in the planet without birds. As you see, these days, we need money, but we are not taking care about the conservation. That's why most of the time, recently, I used to listen about climate change. But I say, climate change, what is it affecting here? But even those young children, they can see the effect. When I compared in the bird habitat, in the scale of 5 years, I see that there is a great destruction. There's many places where we used to go for birding, but these days, those places are turned into agricultural areas. Most of them for the swamp, those kind of aerial forests from the big forest are now destroyed. We are following the money, but we forget nature. We forget what the crucial activity they do for us, for pollination, for seed dispersions, all those kind of jobs, they do them for free. But why aren't we giving them a space? You can see many places are flooded. Why? We are cultivating the swamp. There's no place for that water. We are cultivating on the water bank and the river bank and the lake banks. So there is no protection for that water. Then there is erosion in the lake and the rivers. So what are we doing now? We need to teach community the importance of conservation. Then in what I've seen, what they need is education. They will understand. Let's learn how to use our land properly. We get harvest, but we leave space for nature. And if we do it in harmony, we all thrive. That's my message for the youth and our elders. Okay, so as my colleague said, you know that we do as youth, and most of us, we do as volunteers. Even if we have different posts, but it's those organizing our work so that our work in progress can be done smoothly. So, as I told you, we need donation and grant for different purposes. When you go to the field, we need the logistics. We need the people to help us at the place we are restoring. As they said, we have 4 many projects: waters conservation, habitat restoration. We need to create a ringing station in Rwanda. So all these projects need money. So that money will help us in different things. As you guys can see here, we are in a small office with little or a few number of the equipment. 1 computer, 2 chairs for the first spaces. So you know that
2 squeaky chairs.
Yeah, and there are musical chairs, as you can
Musical chairs.
So, as you have a vision, we need a big office where I can put like those ringing station, like one big space for ringing station. We need a community room where we will teach the people as part of
education,
the citizen science here for the education room. We need more equipment in the office. As you know, we need enough space where people will get educated. We can put like our conservation stories from where we start, so that we can make people feel free, see the story of success for our ROC. There is a lot to say, but we have the challenges, but through what we can donate, we can get enough space to live. We can do a lot of activity that you can't imagine. As the people who will be watching this, when you want to access what we do, we have a website, www.RUGEZIORNITHOLOGY.org. When you want to see or access our dialogue, you can get there. Even there is different way of donation, whether buying something or whether donating without buying anything. Even if for those people who want to be with us on daily basis, there is also option for buying the membership. So all those things you do is the best way to help us to continue our work of conservation.
How much is membership?
The membership, it's annually or lifetime. So from $100, you can buy your membership and be part of ours. Even we are planning to start the volunteering program. So for that volunteering program, is that way we need the most space. We don't want those people who come to volunteer here to be out of the work, so that's why we need a big space. Even for those people who are coming to volunteer, they be having the place to stay and the place to work, so that everything can be with our team for their diet.
Okay, but the main place for donations is that amazing website you've got,
Yeah.
which is just so incredibly beautiful.
Yes.
So, was this your work, Roger, on the website?
Yeah,
Yeah, because it is such a good website.
thank you.
No, thank you, because it was an inspiration. When you see the website, it's inspirational.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you. As I've said, I'm volunteering here in RUGEZI Ornithology Center in charge of citizen science coordination. So in citizen science, we do not only work with the local communities, but also we partnered with some local schools. Actually, by now, we work with 4 schools, but as you grow bigger, we increase number of schools. When you go to the schools, we help the student to know about the birds, their importance in environment, and teach them about conservation in general, but start with birds. So when you go there, we help them about those things. We teach them about using binoculars and using field guidebooks. but we don't have those materials over there. But when we have some teaching materials like stickers, those NAF guidebooks, those kind of paintings and the portraits can be the good teaching materials when dealing with the kids. By these days, we work with the secondary schools, but in the future, we want also to engage those young people in the primary schools, where we need those kind of. So, as I told you, we are now working with secondary school and university, but in the future, we want to start with those kids in the primary school. That's why we need some special teaching materials like portrait, paintings, and stickers, as it will help them to capture the message we are delivering. By now, for those secondary school and university students, it's easy to show them in the guidebook and use binoculars. But what about those special kids in the primary school? It's where we need those kind of stickers, those kind of paintings, those kind of portraits, and even their paint themselves. Give them the tasks, but all those things need some fun. So that's why we hope that the future is good. But by now, that's our capacity. So we need you so that we can start with those younger generation from primary school and the nursery schools where they paint for themselves. It will be new project for run from a drawing, but by now we start that. But as the future comes, the things will be better.
Well, there you have it, a fascinating insight into the work of RUGEZI Ornithology Centre by Ian. Thank you, Ian. Ian is also a bird guide, and he's available for taking you on trips around the area in northern Rwanda. Have a look at his Facebook page. I'll put a link in the description below. So there we have it. We have 3 interviews now with people at the RUGEZI Ornithology Centre. You've had Josiane, you've had Roger, and now there's Ian. Just one more person to go on this interview tour for the RUGEZI Ornithology Centre, Joseph Leonceau. I'll put the link to that as well in the description. So, many thanks to the people of RUGEZI Ornithology Centre. Made my visit really fascinating, wonderful birding, fantastic people. The work they're doing with the local people, the local communities, is just incredible and vital. I hope you enjoyed all of the videos. I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to Opticron, who have always given me binoculars, telescope binoculars, superb optics on my adventures, and then at the end of every adventure I've given them to people, individuals and organisations where I hope they make a difference. Thank you, Opticon, for that. I'd also like to say thank you to the people of Planet Birdsong and for their work that they do in Rwanda in particular, and the collection of birdsong. Names in the clue. Let's try again. Clues in the name, isn't it? Oh dear. Never do this first thing in the morning. Your eyes look bleary. Haven't had a shave yet, but whatever. Let's get it done. So I've said thank you to Opticron. Thank you to Planet Birdsong, a brilliant charity. Both the RUGEZI Ornithology Centre and the Planet Birdsong would love donations from you, and there's links in the description below. Okay, everything that you've seen on the video is detailed on my blog called The Green Birder, or The BIKING Birder even, which is green and carbon birding adventures over the years. It's a rather eclectic mix, actually, of various memories and adventures, and I hope you go to that. Just put in BIKING Birder blog on an Acacia search, okay? Acacia, unlike Google, plants millions and millions of trees around the world. Fabulous to support them, and every time you do an internet search using Acacia, you'll be helping them to plant more trees. Okay, that's enough of that. Took on my feathers. I'm going to have some breakfast. See you later. Bye.